Got a few minutes left. We will take a couple tweets here in a second, but before we do that, I need a little home cooking. Got to go back to my old stomping ground in the Hill District. That's where Tony is. Tony, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hey, Josh. I just wanted to know if you knew if the Steelers organization was going to let Antonio Brown retire as a Pittsburgh Steeler, which to me, I really don't think they should after what he did to this organization and plus after what he did to the last 4 teams he was with. What do you think?
Tony, if that happens, you and I could be surprised together. I'll leave it at that. The one thing that might actually be of service to Antonio Brown is that most of the people that were kind of involved with the drama surrounding him, outside of maybe Mike Tomlin and a couple guys on the defense, most of those guys are gone. That's kind of the one thing he is going from. Even Kevin Colbert's gone, Ben Roethlisberger's gone. However, the fact that Mike Tomlin's still there might probably make that a little bit difficult. But like I said, if it happens, we'll be surprised together. A couple tweets. We got one from George who says, I would like to see the Steelers bring in a veteran running back to back up Najee Harris if there's any available. Really good point there. There was a guy that I would have loved to see them kick the tires on. He was recovering from an injury from 2 seasons ago, I should say. Had an ACL surgery in 2020. He was recovering from it. He was doing a live workout, streaming it, and messed up his Achilles tendon. Tariq Cohen was a guy I would have loved to see maybe them take a flyer on as a possible guy, veteran guy that they could have came in and maybe added some depth to this running back room, and now he's ruptured his Achilles tendon, so he clearly is not available. But I do like that thought of maybe adding a veteran back to go behind Najee Harris. Mike says, first of all, he says, you sound much better. Glad to hear. I feel better, too. Thank you. He says, what are your thoughts on the NBA playoffs? Can the Warriors win the NBA championship again after not making it for the last few years? I think they can. I also think when it comes to the NBA Finals, I'm expecting Golden State and Boston. The reason why I expect Golden State to be there in the finals and why I think they can win has nothing to do with Steph Curry, has nothing to do with Klay Thompson. It has to do with the second unit. The years when Golden State went on that 4-year run where they were just running through the league, not only did they have a great first unit, they had a really good second unit too. They can put those guys out there and give a lot of other teams' second units and maybe even a few teams' first units a lot of problems. They've got that depth back now. I like Jordan Poole. I like what he brings to the table. I like what they're able to do as far as the pieces that fit. They found a way to make Andrew Wiggins work, Kevin Looney. They found some ways to get these guys involved, and it creates for a really good situation for the first unit's good and where the second unit can be capable as well. And when they have that working, Steve Kerr finds a really good way to put it together. I kind of feel bad for Mike Brown because Steve Kerr wasn't available, and Mike Brown just looked like a man that was out of his element. He just did not seem like he was ready to go filling in for Steve Kerr in the head coaching spot. But I think Steve Kerr has found a way to get that blend of the right group of guys together to make that work. And he's worked under two pretty good coaches that could help him that. And in my argument, in my opinion, 2 of the greatest coaches ever, one in Greg Popovich, whom he coached under, and one in Phil Jackson, whom he played under. These are 2 guys that just knew how to get the most out of groups of talent, especially when you have guys that are probably considered among the best that ever played. So when you have a guy with that kind of experience and that kind of knowledge passed down to him, I trust him to make the right decisions personnel-wise, especially when he's got the right group. That's it. We're out of time. For our team here at Pittsburgh CW, I'm Josh Taylor. See you tomorrow.